Hello everybody, it's Teacher Amy, and I am back with more on Camtwist, Google Slides, and Chroma Key or green screening. I'm going to show you how to very easily switch out the background, the Chroma Key background that is behind you, without having to download any images or save them on your desktop or anything like that. So right now I am using my setup that I showed you in my previous video that is just like my normal teaching background. So I've got my background, my rewards, my name. And the reason that I have the Great Wall behind me right now is because I downloaded this image and I placed it on my desktop so that it would be really easy for me to just drag and drop it into this image overlay box right here in between my classes. Now, that was actually pretty simple and it wasn't difficult for me to do, but I have been working on a project along with Jackie Robinson, who is a moderator in the Google Slides group. She is a Manicam user, so she's using this a little bit differently than I am, but we have created, or we have beginning to create, we're still working on it, this document right here. Now, this is basically our green screen background library. So this is a Google slide set. So it's going to be very similar to your rewards and your lessons or props that you have set up so that you can show them through Camtwist. You're going to need a third window. So if you're already using rewards and lesson props, you're going to need a third Chrome window or Safari window or whatever you use. So go ahead and open that. And the link to this particular slide set, this library, I posted it in the Camtwist group pretty recently. If you need it again, feel free to get in touch with me. So we have this library here, and each level has basically like an index. So eventually, it's not there yet, this has only been in the works for about 4 or 5 days, but eventually there will be 5 images, background images, that are appropriate for each unit that you can choose from. And by going to this index slide here, you will be able to jump to the slide that you're looking for. So if I'm already in China, so if I'm looking for Mongolia, I can jump to slide 27, and then when I click on this, it will bring me to that particular background. This is pretty awesome. I have already set it up, so I'm going to show you here. I already have a hotkey set up for it. So you can see now that I am in Mongolia on the program side. I'm still in China on the preview side, but in the program side, I am in Mongolia. And then I can go to Italy and be at the fountain, or I can go to India and be at a holy festival, or Kenya or Egypt or whatever. And it's that easy to change your background. Now, what's really cool about this is that there are celebration slides. They are in slides 60 through 63. I believe, and they are like star backgrounds. So like this morning I was teaching, and every time I gave a star, I put this background up, and then I switched right back to my other background. I forget what I was doing with her. I think I was in China. I think that's why I had that one up today. Good job. All right, Felicia, you're doing so great. Very, very good. You get another star! Yay, Felicia! Great job! Wow, you're doing terrific. Nice work. Okay, let's go back to China. So that's awesome. When you're done with a UA, you can scroll down to the fireworks slide, and you can be like, yay, you win! And you can change your background literally just like you change out your rewards or your pops. It's just that quick with a tap of your finger. We've got a couple different star slides here. So this is fantastic, and I love everything about it. So I am going to show you how to do this. It's not difficult. If you have set up your hotkeys like I showed you in my previous videos, then all we're going to do is take one of the existing setups that you have and just change it just a little bit and save it into a new hotkey so that you'll be able to do this. So let's get started and check it out. Okay, so how do we create this setup so that you can have your Google Slides behind you like I have here on the right, instead of the image overlay like I have on the left? It's really, really simple. So we're actually going to start out using a setup that we had previously created. If you've watched my other videos, it's the giving reward screen, like the one that has the reward full screen behind you, because essentially we are doing the exact same thing. The only thing we're going to do is change the window that Camtwist is referencing so that it is referencing the library instead of the rewards. So go ahead and bring up your give reward setup here so that you can see your blank behind you. And make sure that you have a third window open that has the library, the green screen library, green screen background library open in this window. Now I'm not going to worry about creating a blank for this because this is the only file that I'm ever going to open in this window. So I don't have to worry about making sure that it recognizes it or whatever. It's just always going to be this particular file. So you have this give reward open, and you're going to go up to the desktop plus and highlight it at the top of the list here. Now you're just going to change this. So instead of referencing the blank rewards, it's now going to reference the green screen Google Chrome window. So it has the whole window behind me. We are not going to put this into presenter view. So I know we're used to going here and hitting the presenter view. We're not going to do that here because you need to be able to scroll down the side to be able to quickly grab another background that you want to use. So we are going to select the capture area, and we're just going to select this section of the slide here and make that into your background. So as you can see, it looks fabulous behind me right now. Make sure you hit done selecting, and then I'm going to change this to background because that's what it is now. Now, when we initially made this setup, remember that the video sources were swapped. So normally it would be my rewards in the corner here, but because we had swapped the video, it's me. So my webcam is now in the corner. So I'm going to highlight rewards on the list in step 3, and I'm going to drag myself over to what looks like the center of the screen. You can just kind of eyeball it. It doesn't have to be perfect. And then grow myself so that I fill the screen, and then you can adjust a little bit. Bring yourself down or whatever. So now you can see the difference between the two pictures. I'm kind of fuzzy, I'm a little dark in the one that we just created. And the reason for that is because we have added the gamma adjust and sharpen in that previous setup that we had created. But right now, the way that they're listed, they're being applied to the background and not to my camera. So the way to fix that is, first of all, change this so that you know this is your webcam, and just drag it up so that it's above the gamma and sharpen, and then you can see it clears up the picture right there. In fact, I have a little bit too much gamma. I'll probably bring that down a notch or two. Be about there is nice. Okay, perfect. So now the last thing that you need to do to create this setup is to put your reward pip in the corner. So we're just going to create it just like we've done 1,000 times in the other videos. You're going to go to Desktop Plus, Picture in Picture, and I'm going to move this window so that it will be easier for me to capture. And Desktop Plus Settings, confine to Application Window. Choose the blank rewards and make sure you have your blanks showing for this. And then select your capture area. Drag your box down to just show the white area of the slide. And then hit done selecting. Go back to your picture in picture settings. Clear the background. Size it down. And close enough. And put it in the corner. And that's it. Okay, so I'm going to put this over here. All right, so now what you need to do, first of all, change this to say rewards. And now you need to save this setup. So this is going to be your changeable background setup. You can call it whatever you want. I call mine background change out. So once you save it, it's not going to affect, as long as you save it with a different name, it's not going to affect your original give reward setup. So you will have two. You'll have the regular give reward, and then you'll have the new one with the background change out there. Okay. So the last thing that you have to do is create your shortcut for it, create your hotkey. So go up to User, edit this menu. You're going to hit the plus key to create a new one. You're going to choose Studio Preview and then choose whatever the name of your newest setup is, the one that we just made. And once you do that, then you can record the shortcut for it. So mine, I call mine background changeout. So I did Control B for that one, but you can do whatever you want. I'm going to get rid of that because I already have a shortcut for that one. And now you can just go ahead and use it. So you can go to your props, bring up your props, and then when I do Control B, ripple effect, it will go back to this. And now you can change this setup of this background as often as you like. You can change it to whatever you want. And my favorite part is being able to give these cool backgrounds for exciting, giving the stars or some kind of celebration at the end of a UA or something like that. So I've been writing these down and keeping them in the planner. I think I said this previously in this video. Sorry if I'm repeating myself, but I keep them in the planner. And then I write down on just like a little sticky note on the side, for the day, this is the number of the background that I need so that I can jump back to it easily if I do choose to do a star. I know that the stars are 60, 61, 62, and 63. And that way I can just know, okay, I need to jump back to the Great Wall, which is 26. I know that because I taught it this morning. So just keep note of those somewhere so that you're not like fumbling through trying to switch back to your background. But that is how it's done. I hope that this was easy to follow for you guys. I know I tend to talk kind of fast. I'm sorry. But try it out. Let me know how it works for you. And as always, feel free to contact me and ask any questions that you have. I'm happy to help. Happy teaching, everyone.